Okay, I'm going to show you today how to make a video trailer for your book. So let me show you an example of the one I made for my husband's book, Daddy Overdid It. So you can see you can make it as long as you want, as short as you want. That one probably should have been shorter than it was, but that's okay. I made it in Canva, so I'm going to walk you through how I did that. Let me just show you right here. As you can see, step one, okay, we need to go to Canva and open up, create a design. So here, I'll start from the very beginning. Go to Canva, create. I want to create a slideshow. So slideshow landscape. There we go. Okay. There are different templates you can use to get you started if you want, but we're just going to go from scratch here, so we don't need that. Going to hop back over here and show you what I did with my husband. So the very first picture we have here was just one of the illustrations. So I wanted that to appear first for about, I don't know, half of a second or so. Clicking on the next slide, I wanted this book to come in, kind of slide in, and I wanted this text to do the same. So the book comes in by animating it. So I wanted the wipe feature, as you can see. It animates both when it enters the scene and exits the scene. So you can choose just enter and it will stay there the whole time, or just when it leaves, when the slide is done, then it will disappear. You can choose how you want that. You can choose the speed, the direction that it comes in. Maybe you want it to come up from the bottom, down from the top. And there are other ones you can use as well. This one is called Breathe, where it just slowly comes in at you. There are so many choices here. So that's what I wanted for this slide. With the text, I chose, let me see here, this merge where the top line and the next line kind of come together like this. And again, you can have it come in both when it comes into the scene and then when it exits the scene and goes to the next slide, or you could just have one or the other. You can change the intensity, how fast it comes in. And there were other things you could use as well. You could have it bounce across. You could have it roll across, skate across. That one's kind of neat too. I kind of like that one. I might want to keep that one. Yeah, I might keep that. I like it. Then the next one, so that's about 3 seconds long for it to do all of that. Then I wanted it to go immediately to this next slide here. And it just says, spoiler alert, that stays on for about, it says 1.7 seconds, and then goes to the very next slide. Let's see. That's when this word everything comes in. So if I click on everything, this I wanted to animate. So it skates in like that. It does it both when it enters and exits the video. So let me just show you all of that so far, just this little section so you can see what happens. You have exit, and then this came in, and then again when it exits. Now the gears here I want to show you, these actually are over here in your elements. I just searched gears, and I wanted some that actually were moving, so when I stuck them here they would continue to move. So I just had to keep scrolling down until I found some, and here are some right here. I could put those in and they would keep moving the whole time on that slide. I click it, obviously you can't see those gears, so you would, oh, this one you cannot change the color of. Some of them you can change the color of them. Okay, going on to the next slide, I do have a transition in between this slide and this slide. Let me show you what it looks like. So we're here. So this transition here, oops, is dissolved. So do you see that? It dissolves into the next slide. I'll show you again. As you can see there. When we get to this slide, I just wanted the pictures to come in. The gears would still be spinning. This one, we click it, because he's tinkering with some electricity, I thought, oh, that'd be neat if it looked kind of like electricity somehow. So that's what this one on the animate looks like, old TV. And just when it enters the scene. So when it exits, it's actually going to stay on the page. Let me show you that. Let's see here. Let's see. Okay. So let's go over and try to make our own here. We're in this new design. Let's name it at the top. So pick something. I'm going to call mine Sophie's Cozy Christmas Trailer. Projects over here. You'll want to find that book or illustrations, whatever it is that you have. I'm going to search Sophie here. It's very important that you name all of the files that you upload into Canva, because if you just let it upload whatever's randomly there, numbers or something like that, it's very difficult once you get a lot of designs in here to find them. So this is her book. Let me pick, I'll choose this one. Okay. So here we go. On the very first page, I'm going to extend this over. Now I'm going to duplicate the page. However, I'm going to come back to this first page. The reason I'm duplicating it is I don't want to lose anything, but I do know the first page, I actually would like it to start pretty empty. Okay, I'll get rid of Sophie too. Okay. I don't want it to be 5 seconds long. Let's shorten that up to about 1.2 seconds. Let's see, elements. I went back to the elements. I'm curious if I can find something that says snow or snow is moving. Let's see if we can find something that we can put on top of that that would show moving snow, kind of like the gears were moving. If we keep searching down through here. Probably not. Oh, there's one. I'm going to click that. Very cute. Okay, and then I want to duplicate this. Let's duplicate that and add extra snow. Maybe this one will be down over here. And again, I'll have it snowing as soon as it comes in and on the screen, and as soon as we go to the next slide. So now we're going to go to the next slide. Click back over here. Again, I'm going to duplicate this page. So right here, right click, duplicate page, because I don't want to lose any of this information, but I'm slowly building the scene, one little thing at a time. So I want to get rid of this, I want to get rid of that, and that. I really just want Sophie to appear in this moment. Let's animate her. No, I don't like that. I don't think that would be very good. Let's see. No, I'd like somehow it to look like she's just kind of appearing, and I think that would look really good. Yeah, we're going to say that. Again, now I don't need this to be 4 seconds of her. Let's just take it to about 1.3 seconds. All right, now I also would like to add maybe some of the snow. Oh, I like that even better. Let's just go like that and cover it. That looks great. The next slide now. I'm going to probably duplicate it again just to make sure I don't lose it. Maybe even make these a little bit longer than I had them. Okay. I want Sophie's Cozy to come in on this, and then Christmas. So I'm going to just get rid of Christmas, get rid of that, and for right now I just want Sophie's and Cozy's to come in on this slide. So I'm going to ungroup those. I'll have Sophie come in. Let's animate it. Let's bring it like that. We'll just say on enter because I want it to stay there. And then we'll have this one. Let's have this one type. No. We'll have that one bounce. There we go. And again, just on enter. I want to add the snow to this one as well because I really liked that. I thought that was really pretty. Let's add it to all of it. Okay. Going to bring this down to about 1.7 seconds, maybe 2. So let's go to this part. We already have Sophie's and Cozy's there. Now we need to have the Christmas appear. Let's see, how do I want that to be animated? Oh, I like that one, how it came up like that. So we'll do that only on entrance. Okay, let's shorten this up to about 2 seconds. Now let's add another page. Okay, I've got to go back to my projects, find her book. What would I like this to be showing next? Okay. Here's Sophie. I might even want the words to stay here, but the gifts. I'll move. Just trying to make things kind of stand out and look kind of cute. All right, now that I've spaced all that out, what am I going to do? I'm going to duplicate it so I can work on this one and I'm not fearful of losing anything that I just did. So for the first thing I would like is to have Sophie appear on here. The rest of these things I can just get rid of. Okay, I'll just have Sophie appear with the words. Let's add some animation to those words. That's a little slow for me. That's kind of cute. We'll do that. We can have it be a little bit less intense. We'll just do it on entry here. And then Sophie, let's animate her. And I would like this one to, if I can find it, I'll do a drift for her, that's fine. She can drift. We'll make this about 2 seconds as well. Let's add a transition. Oops. I'm going to add a transition here. So on this page, oops, see how that appeared? This either add a page or add a transition. I'm going to add a transition. And what I'd like it to do is it's called match and move, actually. So we're going to do match and move. All right, so for this one, I would like each of these to appear by themselves, like one at a time. So again, duplicate the page. This needs to be very short, like a half of a second. I want to make sure this is not animated, this is not animated because they need to be there already. So the first thing I want to pop up is maybe just the candy canes. Okay, let's duplicate this page again. So we already have the candy cane. Let's have this present over here appear. So we've got to keep in mind, okay, we have the candy cane and now the present's going to appear on this one. So let's shorten this up to about a half a second again. Okay, we're back to this one. Let's duplicate it. Okay, so that appeared, the present appeared. Let's have the cookie appear now. So we need to get rid of these two. Okay, shorten it up about a half a second. Okay, and now we need to have this present appear. So let's duplicate the page again. We're on this slide. Okay, that's the only thing that's missing now. Let's shorten this up to about a half of a second. And you can see I'm not really being super precise on this. And then this one will just automatically appear because that's our last one on that page. And I might make that one like 0.8 seconds. Okay, now we need to add another page. All right, I'm going to add this one where she's all wrapped up in the paper. Looks so cute. Oops, scrolled off of that. These are all grouped together, so I can move them around independently. Let's see. Now I have nothing over here, so I really should have something there. Maybe just put it on a big background with presents. So let's go to our elements. Let's do Christmas. Oops. Christmas presents. Try to find something that you like. She used watercolors to make this, so I'm going to use watercolors, see if anything comes up that would look pretty. I'll choose this one, maybe stick it over here. And there we go. Maybe some more gifts over here. We'll put these back behind it. So let's see. Position, we got to put it backward, so backward. There we go. Maybe I'll move it down here like that. And then maybe a Christmas tree in the very, very background. Let's just see. Go to Elements, Watercolor, Christmas tree. Ooh, that doesn't look like watercolor to me. It's a little bit better. I'm going to try to make this a little bit bigger so it looks like it's in the background. Position to back, actually forward. I do want it in front of this part here. So we can kind of cover it. Whoop. Oh, there's my dogs. They are loud. Sorry about that. That'll be cute. Okay, so what do you think we're going to do? Let's duplicate it. We've got our page made. Now go back, let's work on this one. I don't want her to appear yet. So let me ungroup this because I just want to get rid of her. And since everything here was grouped, if I would have pressed delete, the whole picture would have went away. So delete that. Here's just the scene. Let me shorten this. This can be just about 7 seconds. Let's add a transition from this last page. So if I'm here and I right click, I can find add transition. Let's do, I like that where it flows. To the next slide. Dissolving looks nice to me, so we'll do that. All right, and then we'll get to this little one in here. Now let's go to the big one. We'll shorten this up about a second. We need to ungroup that because we just want her to be animated. Let's see. Ooh, I don't like how that is. Definitely don't like how that is. Panning across is nice, but we did that already. Maybe just bringing her in would be cute. See, there is one. I can rotate her. The wiggle is kind of cute too. Maybe we'll do the wiggle. Why not? Let's have a little bit of a wiggle there. let's see what we've gotten so far. Okay, let's go back to the beginning, press play and see. There we go. Do you get the idea of how you're supposed to do this? Now, if I wanted to add some text here, I want to duplicate the page. I don't want her to be animated on this next page because we've already made her animated. I don't want her to continue to wiggle. So I want to go back to animate and remove that animation, which is usually at the bottom. If it's there. Remove animation, there we go. But I do want some text, so you can either type a T for text or go up here on the left and choose your text, add text box. I'm just going to say Merry Christmas. Oops. Merry Christmas. Okay, let's make it bigger. Move it around right here. I don't like the color, so you can go in and change that. Let's do a bright red. Nope. There, we got to select it, sorry. Color, bright red, should be there now. And I'd like to also give it some sort of effect. Maybe give it a lift, or you could make it hollow. That looks kind of neat. You can put a background behind it, so maybe put a white background like that. It looks kind of cute too. I'm just going to keep it for time's sake. Now I can go to animate of that word. I can have it be like a typewriter, pop up from the bottom or from the top, bounce, roll, skate, or just slowly clarify. And I actually like that one a lot. So again, let's go to the beginning. The one thing I'm not enjoying about the beginning were these snowflakes that we had here. It's almost like we need more. So I'm just going to put some more over here. I'm going to duplicate that and move this one up over here. I'm actually going to flip it too horizontally. So it looks like, I'll flip this one horizontally. There we go. So the snowflakes look like they're coming down at a different angle. All right, so let's watch this from the beginning again. She's wiggling. Maybe we want to keep her wiggling, so we can do that. Animate, make her wiggle, wiggle. Now, when you think you're done, it tells you at the bottom here, how long is this whole thing? It's about 13 seconds. Got a lot going on in 13 seconds. Now, if you want the trailer to have music, you can add audio. To do that, you can add your own audio. You could generate an AI voice if you wanted to. You can just add some music for yourself. Let's see, soft background music. Happy guitar. Let me hear what this sounds like. Whoops. I'm going to pull it to the beginning. It's loud, I know that. Let me try to turn that down. Okay. Now, probably not the best music for this, but you get the idea. At the end, you can also do a fade. So a fade in, you can have it fade in for 3 seconds and then fade out the last 0.2 seconds. All you would do is go back up to share and then download it. Let's look and see what ours looks like. I'm going to download it now that it has the music, just to show you that. Go back up to share, download, MP4, all the pages. It takes a second, it's big. Okay, now it says that it's done right here at the top. So I'm going to click that. Very abrupt ending, but hopefully it gave you an idea of how to go about making these using the slides in Canva. Have fun, enjoy, happy book building, and hope I get to see what you make. Thanks.